what's going on. Yeah, they do have a Mac build from what I heard, because they said that they tested on computer at the same time. So they definitely do have a Mac build. But like I was saying, is the coolest new thing I've seen is social. It keeps track of all your friends that are actually on. So you get a little green 17. Maybe the engine might be designed on a Mac or not. I don't know. Or the way the Evil engine works is it's able to work on multiple different systems. It's just the reason that they're so good with working with Macs and stuff is because they put Vainglory out on an iPhone first. So that could be actually the other reason. But like I said, this is a really cool feature. Now I know 19 people are on, and no more of this phantom joins, because what was happening before is you were getting a bunch of people listed as being on, but they weren't actually there anymore. They were there from earlier in the day. So that's actually kind of cool. So these are the loadouts, pretty much the same. I don't think much changed here. The shop, I got a new item, which is nice. I don't know. I can't really tell. Because the last time they did such an interesting graphical change that like I'm not noticing the change this time. Let me just check in the loadouts themselves. The dupes are still there. Boo! But I kind of knew they probably would have been. Zekin had mentioned he didn't think. That could be the difference too, because they did do an Android update, so that could definitely be a difference. The deep freeze does look a little different. Yeah, they boosted the graphics up. Oh, yeah, thanks, Ed. I heard also, I believe Cloakin had mentioned that they had it on Mac, so that's why I kind of knew that. Yeah, but there's definitely a graphical update, because I'm looking at the graphics of the giant Shiver Shroud, and there's some detail added. The next update will be bigger. Yay! But he's also right. I'm now looking at the Catalyte mods. There's a red being added onto to the actual effects there. That wasn't there before. Oh, that sucks. But yeah, no, there's definitely a little bit of a boost. There's definitely a little bit of a graphic boost up in there. It's just they're gonna be subtle, and you have to actually look for them, but they're definitely in places. Yeah, there's on all of the Catalyte on the mods, all of the areas where like they're blue or orange or purple, there's an actual glow added to them also. That wasn't there before. Actually, you know what? I have no idea. What I want to see, this is always something I like checking out. The guns look a little bit bigger, just slightly bigger. Let me just see the banners. I wonder if they fixed this banner thing too. There's a banner issue where I always have. So if I equip this one, let me just check. Do I have something already in that banner? That sniper primalist. Yeah, so I did have a primalist. There's a little issue there where it's not updating. Sniper banner would be 2. So my primalist banner is now 2. Oh, I'll show it to you. There it is right there. Isorod pound 9906. It's gonna be in the abilities. Actually, this is the one I probably want. Yeah, I'm gonna want that for real, and that's gonna be the onslaught totem. Yeah, that's pretty much the only way I'm gonna get full primalist. But I don't know if I'm gonna want to give up the grounding bolt, because the grounding bolt is the greatest thing. Let me see what the stats look like now. Woo, that dropped. My grounding bolt earlier this morning, the damage was 530 something. It was about 500. It dropped down to 300 at level 13. Yeah, that's a hit on that's a hit for me. Whew. But you know what's funny is the grounding bolt is so cool that, yep, accept. So the grounding bolt is so cool, in my opinion, that I do enough damage with my guns not to have to worry about that this would have killed somebody. It was nice that I could throw it and take 500, what do you call it, hit points off somebody, but it wasn't like a necessary thing that I needed. I'm trying to figure out. Let me look at the sniper rifles now. Max charge is 6. They give you a little health now. No movement speed. I don't know if it was always true. Wow. 70. I just think that those extra bullets on the chain gun, it's a bit excessive. I thought the 52 or 56, whatever it had before, was fine. So this is a lot. That's a lot. Let me just see what the heavy chain gun has. Stayed at 32. You originally had 14, so. But I get it. The heavies are never supposed to have equal amounts. The heavies all have less ammo versus the primary. So I get that part. That makes some sense. So let me see what the Prodigals is now. That's weird though. The Prodigal has a charge of 3, and the Objection also has a charge of 3. Shouldn't the Prodigal just jump up 1 to like 4? I don't know. That's weird. That's pretty weird to me. And then the Lumia Prodigal also has a charge of 3. Weird. So let me see. The Lumia Arrival still has a charge of 1. Ouch. That's painful. That is truly painful. Let me see what they did with the Commotion. I think did the range go up a little? Wait, Northern Warmth. They gave the Northern Warmth some range because, yeah, man, that range was lacking. Yeah, so its range went up. I believe the Commotion's range was 9. Or the Northern Warmth's range was 9. So yeah, they upped it. It's less than the Lost Dreamer, my favorite gun personally, but it's not as much as the Northern Warmth. Sincerity, did they keep it the same? Yeah. So the cool thing is Sincerity and Lost Dreamer have the exact same range. It's just that Lost Dreamer has way more damage and has way more ammo, but it has a slower fire rate. Let me just check if that's true. And we're looking at Sincerity, fire rate, reactivation time 3, Lost Dreamer, reload time. The reason is the Sincerity shoots in bursts of 3. Duh. So it seems like it's faster because it's dropping 3 bullets out for the 6 shots. So it's kind of like 18, even though it's 6. So yeah, so that's why the Sincerity looks like it's faster, but it actually slightly slower than the Lost Dreamer, which is kind of weird. But the Lost Dreamer, since I have it up to level 12, the damage on that thing is stupid. Its base level on damage is around 300 already, or 312. So yeah, it's like, yeah, that's just my gun. So that's how I just see it. But it's my favorite gun, and it's because it's part of my Primalist banner that I run all the time. So that's why. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're probably gonna do dual chain guns. Boy. I'm gonna equip that. That's Vanguard. Is leaping still in Vanguard? I guess it is. Let me see what they did to the health. Yeah, it was up in the 300s. They actually kind of made it more in par with all of the others. It's more in par with some of the others because it was the highest out of all of the. It was the highest out of all of them, and I think they made Grounding Bolt one of the higher ones now. Let's see how Firebolt. Yeah, Grounding Bolt's one of the highest ones. What's interesting Grounding Bolt now works on primals. Last patch, I'll hit a primal, I'd see the effect on them, but they didn't slow down. They would just come charging at me. I'd do the 500 damage, but they didn't slow. I'm willing to take the loss of damage down to 300, but if I can slow them, that means with my shorter rolls and my shorter leaps and everything, I can actually get away. So it might work out in the general sense of the word. It might work out for the best. So we're at, gotta move it again. Primalist. That's not what's equipped. That's equipped. Oh, that's not what I'm using right now. Nope. Evasion loop. Yes. So this puts me at full Vanguard. Ooh, Vanguard got a boost. So we went from, originally it was 44 was the end. So it was 44, 22. Yeah, so that's a boost. That's 55. Unless this is what it was. It feels like it's more. Definitely it's more. It has to be. Yeah, so this is going to be good. Yeah, so I was so happy being able to hear the sound, and I just realized, yeah, that doesn't work. All right, so first thing we're going to do, I don't want to get rocked right away. I want to check out how this bot thing works. I like to see what it feels like before I go play into a real game. Are you joking? Let me in. Don't you dare. No, you can't make me. Core rush it is then. Let me see. If this doesn't work, it might mean I have to just like shut it down and restart. Yeah, this happens even in the old patch. Every once in a while, I'd have to do this anyway. Just restart it just to get it to work.